see. Have faith of a mustard seed. Get up on your feet. Rise up.
We glorify you, we magnify you because you are God, and beside you there is no other. God, we've come because you've been faithful. You've been faithful to your word. You've been faithful to your promise, and you watched over your word to perform it in Drexel's life. God, and you honor your word. When you whispered to him, you whispered the word of life, God, and he ran after it because he knew that in you that he would be established by you, God. And so we've come to thank you for your faithfulness. We've come to thank you for your faithfulness, God, because as you were to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Solomon, God, you've been faithful in all that you have promised him, God, and faithful in his endeavors, God, faithful in his future, faithful in his downtime, faithful in his uptime, faithful, God. You've been faithful, and so we've come this evening to say thank you. We've come this evening to say we glorify you, we magnify you, we honor you today, God. We honor you today because your word declares that your grace abounds in everything, at all times, and all places. And so we thank you because you've been faithful. You've been faithful to Drexel, God. You've been faithful to us. And so we invoke your presence here because you deserve the glory. You deserve the honor. And we make room for you this evening. We make room that you fill this place. And may you be glorified. May you be honored. Because everything, God, that is here today is because of you. And we lift you up. We place you on the highest place. And we say thank you. Thank you, God, for what you've done. Thank you for what you will do. And thank you for what you're doing. In Jesus' mighty name. You want me to say something? I'm here in a dual capacity as the president of Turks and Caicos Writers Society. I just want to say that Drexel came on board with us very early in our establishment in 2021, and he never stopped working. I said to somebody the other day, Drexel heart is big, you just don't have the time. And you don't find that a lot. A lot of people are looking for accolades. A lot of people are looking for recognition, but they don't want to work. We got a lot of people like that. They don't want to work. The Turks and Caicos Writers Society is a new society. We're trying to make and bring an awareness to the local authors. There are many of us. It's about 50. I was counting. I was writing to the governor yesterday about an issue. There's about 50 of us. And some of you are authors, but you have not registered with us. We want you to register with us. We're going to be doing some great things in this country. We have some awesome people who have joined us, who want to make a difference, who want to contribute, who wants to chronicle the history of Turks and Caicos Islands. We have Dr. Brathwaite, who have joined us to chronicle the health history and development of the Turks and Caicos Islands. We have embarked on a school patron project. We are embarking again on showcasing in the region our students. We have some awesome writers from Mills Institute, some awesome writers from Raymond Gardner in North Caicos. We have some awesome writers in Marjorie Baisden in South Caicos. We want to give them every opportunity to flesh out their writing capabilities. And many times you may see us, we come looking for your support. We want you to support us. There's nothing that we keep for ourselves. We're not being paid, but we want to ensure that our people, children, adults, whether it be poetry, whether it be song, whatsoever it is showcased. And we understand the different voices. It's so important for us to understand the different voices in our society. And when we hear those voices in song, in poems, in stories, we capture the essence of who we are. And so I just thank you so much today for your support, because I know you will support us. And I thank you so much for supporting Drexel and his new book. We have many great things coming forward, and we look forward to your support. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, let me thank my good friend, Ms. Foreman, for filling in for me because Floyd and Sharon had me late. But I am here as your MC. Let me not lie. Just came from Grand Turk, had a full day of events, and went home changed to be here to celebrate with my good friend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a celebration, and so I don't know what would have happened before I reached, but I'm here now, so let's set this right, and let us all stand all over this building and give Mr. Jackson a big cheer and a big round of applause, celebrating 10 years. 10 years ain't a little bit of years. Come on, let's go. We can do better than that. 10 whole years. And I know the good of him, and I know who he is. You may be seated, and I am here to celebrate with you and your family, and not only celebrate with 10 years, but also a book. Listen, 2-in-1 special here today. Now, while I was walking in, Mr. Seymour, I met up with Floyd and Sharon. And Floyd was telling me a very interesting story, and I kept silent because I wanted him to finish talking so I could talk it again. You know how we like talk stuff. And I feel like if I had talked quick, he would have stopped talking, and then I wouldn't be able to tell you all the story. So he said, when he came to the first book launch, he came with his 80-something-year-old mother. And he was here half an hour before the time. This year, he came with his good young wife. And he's 45 minutes late. Now, that's something to think about. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please rise as we invite the Premier of the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Honorable Charles Washington Mizik, to bring remarks.
I apologize for being late. We were in Grand Turk. In fact, I've been in Grand Turk since Wednesday morning. Had a very full, very busy week. Caught the 5:20 flight or whatever that was late getting here. So, like Punky, I have to go home and freshen up because today was a really hot day, right? And it was critical to cool off. But from where I'm standing, I'm really impressed with a room full of people, and it says something about the man. Right? Someone said if you are leading and no one is following, you're merely taking a walk. And the mere fact that Mr. Seymour, my good friend Drax, hope you don't mind me calling you Drax, have been able to draw all of us together is a testament both to his industry and his perseverance and to the character of who he is. I'd like to pay respect to his lovely wife and children. I understand you have five boys, 4 boys and 1 daughter. Good. And so you made your contribution. But anyway, thanks for inviting me, and thanks for giving me an opportunity to speak. We were in Grand Turk today. We buried a model citizen of Turks and Caicos, someone who's contributed, and that is what it ought to be about. I think it was Franklin Covey who said that we come into this world to live, to love, and to leave a legacy. Right? And you building a proud legacy. We're proud of you. We're proud of the hard work you do. We're proud of your multi-talented capacity in the financial services sector. I know that you served on many public boards, and I know the specialty of the business that you're in, forensic accounting with other areas as well. And, you know, we have to be grateful for our young people and those of people in the wider diaspora who leave, get educated, get experience, and come back. Someone in Drex's position could probably be living anywhere in the world and probably doing better, right? But sometimes it's not about what one could do personally, but what one could contribute to the wider good of the space that you occupy. In this case, the Turks and Caicos. It is often miscredited by John Kennedy, but it's actually Khalil Gibran whose phrase it is, whose idea it is, to ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Right? And I'm in a very pivotal place to see how that works, because in many, many cases where I sit there are many, many people whose focus on what can my country do for me rather than what can I do for my country. So I want to thank you that you are not just thinking in terms of what the Turks and Caicos can do for you, because if every one of us contribute to our maximum capacity, then our Turks and Caicos Islands will in fact be successful. The subject of your book, Speak to Success. And success, I know there are many theories of success, but at the end of the day, success is about productivity. Right? Scripture tells us that faith without works is dead. And I know you're a man of faith, right? But you're also a man of works. And so it gives me pleasure. And I was sitting down there, and I was starting to read the book. So I can promise you, it will be read before I go to bed tonight, right? But my real advice to you this afternoon, not that you've asked for it, but to be encouraged and to continue with your walk, to continue to do all that you can to enrich these Turks and Caicos, and to continue to build a legacy. I am personally proud of you, right? And I hope that the three boys that you have sitting next to you and the other kids would go on to emulate the work that you put in. I'm sure they will, you and your lovely wife. And so I want to wish you and your family the very, very best as you continue to grow and as you continue to contribute. And I want to thank everyone for being here to support you. May God bless you. May He bless these beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands. Thank you.
But you know, I sat down and I looked at the title of the book, and it was so encouraging, just the title. Now, I just read periodically. I ain't gonna stand here and tell you all I no reader. I go on the beach on weekends just to read. When you have kids who like to swim and do all those stuff, you got no chance to do that. But I can promise you that I am going to read that book, not by the time I go sleep tonight, I promise you that. But I will make it my business to read it, because the title of the book is so fitting for anyone who wants to be better, anyone who wants to succeed, and anyone who wants to go higher and higher, as the church people would say. And before I move on to the next part, you know, yesterday I had a conversation with my daughter, and she's preparing to go high school. And I want to say this because of something that the premier said. And she was preparing to go high school, and I was trying to have a heart-to-heart with her. In the middle of it, she said, man, I just want to be famous like you. And I said, listen to me. You can't go for what you're seeing on the outside. And one of the things I said to, and I heard when the premier says to leave a legacy, I said, it's not what you're doing now, but when you leave this world, it's what people remembers you for doing, the good, that is. So in other words, leave your footprints in the sand. And Mr. Jackson, I think that it's fitting to say that's what you're doing. When I looked at 10 years, let me tell you something. People got hell to stay on a job for 10 years, and you staying in this for 10 years. People got hell to stay married for 10 years, look. And you staying on the wheel for 10 whole years. Truly, God is a good God. We all got to talk to me. Because now, I could only be Super P. I ain't gonna be nobody else, dog. I promise you. I try to stay on course, but sometimes I pop off on the left and pop off on the right. But hopefully I could finish this off strong. But 10 years is a very long time to keep at the wheel. So be encouraged, and we look for in 10 years to be back here or wherever the Lord permits. You might have your own bigger state. What do you say? And I be there. It might not be this color because sun was hot today, I promise you. But I will be there. This is 2 weeks from now, but I look like Trevor Cook. Good to see you, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, right about now, we have a special presentation, but it's in the form of video. Once the technician is ready, all is set up and ready, we're going to ask you to feast your attention to the screen for a presentation of HLB. And for those of you who are wondering what the initials HLB mean, because I was wondering at the beginning too, and I text him, I say, tell me what that means so I could tell the people. But it's simple, helping local businesses. And so if you have a business, it's simple. The church people say, I got a revelation already. If you have a local business and you need help, then see tracks. Just like that. Gary, I just seen that you, that's my good friend Gary, they're one of the greatest boxers. I ain't gonna mess with you here though, I can deal with you after. Now ladies and gentlemen, you've seen that wonderful video just now on the screen. And to complement that, we have one of our local artists here in the building with us, who you're now going to hear I don't know what he can do because he plays a million instruments and he sings. So I'm just going to say that we're going to have a very, what you can do, my brother? You sing it? Jack say, I asked him to sing this time. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we have a song by my good friend, Mr. Brentford Hanfield.
Congratulations, my brother. Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? I'm full of people. So, I didn't really know the song yet. It's a new song. Just wrote it. It's called Succeeding in Your Position. So, let's hope I can do it. Oh, yeah. Bring it up. It may have been a long time coming since you set out on your path. You stayed focused on your vision and never gave up on your task. It's always been your aspiration to pursue all of your ambitions. And so you set your goals that as life unfolds, you'd succeed in your position. Bloom and grow, keep believing as you go. Stay committed to your mission. Keep that ultimate goal planted deep in your soul, and you'll succeed in your position. Here's a little nugget of wisdom, my friends, that's not always learned in college. Success is the uncommon application of very common knowledge. Bloom where you're planted, blossom, thrive, and grow. Put down strong roots and keep learning as you go. In this big wide lake of information, you may seem but just a pebble, but dive in and cause a revolution rather than just a ripple. Bloom and grow. Keep believing as you go. You can't afford to give up on your mission. Keep that ultimate goal planted deep in your soul, and you'll succeed in your position. Hey. You gotta believe it. Hey. Like an athlete on a track, there's just no time for looking back. So stay focused in your lane as you strive to advance and gain. Commit to working hard, never letting down your guard. And with confidence and honesty, communicate your vision effectively. Don't ever waver in your belief, because procrastination is time's biggest thief. Surround yourself with positive team who won't point fingers in a blaming game, but offer feedback and constructive criticism filled with positive vibes and life-giving optimism. Bloom and grow. Keep believing as you go. Don't ever give up on your mission. Keep that ultimate goal planted deep in your soul, and you'll succeed in your position. It's time to step out and be a trailblazer. It's never enough to be just a stargazer, watching others advance and achieve success while you twiddle your fingers and settle for less. Scrolling social media, taking on the stress of pretenders and posers, embroiled in a mess. So tell me then, are you doing your best? Have you really ever tried to put yourself to the test? Opportunities abound. Wake up and pay attention. Open your eyes, look around, unplug your ears and listen. Success is in your DNA. God has already ordained it that way. It's really no big secret, for he said, seek and you shall find it. Bloom and grow. Keep believing as you go. That's right. You can't afford to give up on your mission. Keep that ultimate goal planted deep in your soul, and you'll succeed in your position. Bloom and grow. You don't need permission. Just go on and make that right decision. Stay focused on your mission. Proceed with precision. You got what it takes to succeed in your position. Bloom and grow. Keep believing as you go. Keep that bloom and grow. Plant it deep in your soul, and you succeed in your position. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been given a blueprint today by our good friend Drax on how to succeed. So make sure you get a copy of this book, and please do read, take heed. Thank you.
Hey, this is history for me, because this is the first time I heard my good friend rap and all. This guy started off with bloom and grow, and then he started, hey. But if you listen to the words of the song, it is really fitting for such a time as this. Thank you so much. Put your hands together for him one more time. I looked from the front to the back of this room, and Mr. Drax, I know you can't see it because you're looking forward, but I see no sad face. I see all happy faces. I see proud faces. I see people who are so happy for you. And that is a good sign here tonight. What y'all say about that? I even see the premier bopping just now too, Mr. Hanfield's song. Thomas Foreman, I say, premier getting done. And I look just behind him, I see Andresha had him. I say, this going top chart. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you once again to feature your attention to the screen. So people say screen. Anybody here from Salky? Only two people here. Only two people like a mess around. And ladies and gentlemen, while they are getting that sorted, I want you to be a blessing tonight. If you haven't, be a blessing to Mr. Drax. The books are only $20. Let's, by the time we leave here, force him to have to bring more in because we purchased everything that is here already. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, I ain't bring no cash, he's take card. And if you ain't bring card, he's do bank transfer. So you have no excuse. Let's be a blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, now you're gonna see a video about this new book, Succeeding in Your Position. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. And I just told the staff, turn on the sternals. So the food is getting warmed up. And we are almost there. But we've heard from everybody today. We saw people giving us tips. We saw videos. We enjoyed the lovely singing, but we didn't hear from one special person. And so tonight, I want you to give a big, big round of applause as we invite the man himself, the reason why we are here, as he come to give remarks. Put your hands together for Mr. Drax Seymour, y'all.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I apologize for the lengthy video. I was trying to make this launch informative to get experience from other people, but I probably should have said 2 minutes each. I told them 5 to 10 minutes. I wasn't thinking that's like an hour. So my apologies. But the content I thought was very good anyway. All right. So thank you very much for joining me today, tonight, as we celebrate 10 years of HLB being the Turks and Caicos. I really appreciate you for this celebration. This is a milestone, and I believe that we should celebrate milestones. Everybody knows I'm very frugal, but when it comes to celebration, money is not a factor. We need to celebrate, and thank you for joining me in this celebration. And that's what we need to do. Too many times we spend our energies celebrating the failures of people. We talk so badly about people. We're celebrating their failures. If someone failed in a business, their marriage failed, we talk so badly about them. And we need to put that to an end and celebrate the good about people. And I believe that there's more positive than negative, but we make things more negatively here. But I believe there's more positive stories than there are negative. So let's move forward now, celebrating everybody. Okay? Thank you. And with that said, I want to thank you for some of you already bought the book, Succeed in Your Position. And I believe, honestly, I believe that all of you can succeed. I know sometimes you may experience failures, but that's okay. Of course, nobody goes into marriage, things are going to fail. Nobody goes into business, things are going to fail. But sometimes those things happen. But that doesn't mean you must stop there. You must get up and succeed, and you will succeed. And that book will give you those steps on how to succeed in any position that you're in. So I encourage you to apply those steps. And you know what we need to do is focus on your goals. Too many times we are comparing ourselves to other people. And we end up doing things that we really don't want to do. We're doing it because we see other people do it. And we don't like it. So if you can stay in your lane, work hard, be committed, I'm telling you, you are going to be successful. So thank you again, and we have some food there, some snacks, and we can socialize. And some of you might not know each other, so this is the time to network. That's part of success as well. Get to know people. Give me your business card. All right? Thank you. My special client, Mr. Tamir, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you. Tamir is one of a kind. Tamir, please stand. Please stand. Tamir is a very special client. Every time I'm about to tell Tamir no, I reach Tamir, I say yes. I tell him, Tamir, no, no, no. And I go right there, and I end up saying yes, yes, Tamir, anything, anything. That's the kind of impact he has on me. Thank you, Tamir, for being here tonight. Appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. I highlight him because he's very, very special. He knows why. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you again.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just add this. I wouldn't be able to stick around to network because I'm tired. But my number is 343323397. I do MCing and stuff. So that's a part of success. I just give you all my contact. If you all have weddings, I also do funerals. I'm just everywhere. Just call me and then we work out something for you. We could do 2 in 1. But ladies and gentlemen, hasn't it been a wonderful night today? Isn't it a wonderful time to celebrate with Mr. Drax? We could be anywhere in Provo tonight, but we have chosen to come here at Beaches, and when this finishes, y'all gotta go. There's no all-night pass either. We came to celebrate Drax. We celebrate your success. We say congratulations to you. We say keep up the good work. Don't stop doing what you're doing. We know there are days that you feel like giving up. We know anybody who've worked and anybody who've gone through business or anything, you know that behind this big, bright smile, there are trials. Behind this words of encouragement, there are days where your back is against the wall, you feel like giving up. And behind all of these lovely faces and faces of love, there are some who just will talk about you, some who will put you down, and some who will dash you up if they can. So we say in anything, and in the midst of all of that, remain focused, continue to bring that good content, continue to help others. And so in the next 10 years, or maybe before, don't wait 10 years, because things happen and the little boys say, life's strange. Don't wait 10, listen to me, and I admonish you, those that are here, celebrate your success. How big or small it is. Celebrate your success because life is short. And there will come a time that you may not have the opportunity to do so. So when you see me come here end of the year and I release my bleaching cream specialist, I want you all show up in numbers just like this. I done got a name, Miracle Cover. You get it medium well done, or done for any weather, any time, in any season. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Super P the Entertainer. I'm officially signing out. Have a wonderful night and do enjoy the light refreshments over there. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy yourself.